Hello crafters! This is Suzanne from A Creative Muse, and I am here with the April Kit Club. Look at all the postage, Happy Mail fun. I'm calling this the Happy Mail Kit Club. All sorts of goodies in this kit club. And the cards you're going to see from me range in a huge variety. I have 7 cards. Look at all 3 cards right here. They're all completely different. It's a fantastic kit club. Kit club is open for new subscriptions until the 27th of this month. So it's another fun, comprehensive kit club, very well put together. Lots of fun and play within this kit club. But before I get started, crafters, Spellbinders is also having their past kit club sale, meaning past kit club items are on sale at a special price. I will put a link below for that sale. The sale will end on the 8th. Sometimes they'll extend it, so you can definitely check out. And I invite you to come back to my channel during the week because I have some new release items that are coming up. Big variety of goodies there too. So come back and see all the new goodies as well. And one last thing, crafters, before I get started. I had made a post a while back, not that long ago actually, what I have going on with my eyes and also starting GLP-1 medication. So thank you for all the positive encouragement and support, and a special shout out to Doc Rob. Thank you so much for the information, who is a crafter and an eye doctor whose patients have actually undergone the procedure that I was told I may need to get. I'm still waiting to get that second opinion. It's corneal cross-linking. So if anybody out there has had corneal cross-linking, let me know in the description below. But at least Doc Rob has had a few patients who have done this procedure, and it's been a good result. Nothing super heavy. It's just I went in expecting to hear drops. And it started out with drops and then it turned into surgery. So, you know, it's a lot. It's a lot. And I want to have my eyes so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, crafters, let's get into this kit club video. Elegant, cute, pretty. Let's get started. Here is the entirety of the kit club, all 10 clubs, the deluxe caboodle bonus this month. When you purchase all 10 clubs for one special price. And I did want to tell you that the rates for the kit clubs have increased. But if you are a current kit club member and you did not stop your membership and restart, you'll still be at the same previous club prices. If you are coming back into kit club, let's say you got the January kit club and then you took a little break and now you want to get the April or May kit club. When you go back in, the prices will be different for you. So you would not be a current member. You have to be a current member to hold those previous rates, okay? So the 10 clubs used to be $120. If you are new, then it will be $130 for all 10, but you're still getting a lot of goodies in here. And you get a deluxe caboodle bonus. The bonus goes with the Glimmer of the month. It's the coordinating stencil for the Glimmer of the month. So you would get to easily color up all these fun envelopes. This is really cute. So cute. If you love to do like snail mail, this is a great club for swaps as well. Crafty friends, crafty hug type mail, happy mail things. This is the wax seal of the month. And with the wax seal of the month, you will get a bag of wax beads. I don't know which color you're going to get, but you're going to get a full bag of wax beads. Glimmer of the month, you are going to get a hot foil roll. This month, it looks like it's going to be black, which would be perfect with this. So you'd have a white sheet of cardstock and then the black outline of all this detail. Let's now dive into these clubs, because when I used to subscribe to Kit Club, my favorite was always large die of the month, small die of the month. Sometimes I would get the Glimmer of the month. I was always the subscribe, take a break, come back in, subscribe. So I would have been affected by the price change. Sometimes too, and it's so embarrassing to tell you, but I would see the club, had all the time to go ahead and subscribe to the club, which is all the way into April 27th, not do it. And then I would wait for past club and then buy it for much more money and pay shipping. Yeah, it was dumb. I did dumb things like that sometimes. More than once too. Like I would see something at first and go, oh, the snail, no. And then I would see examples and then I would think, oh, maybe I should get the snail. And then buy it at full price. Painful, crafters, painful. So the premise of this kit club is that happy mail, postage, which is very popular right now. So this is definitely on trend, but still timeless pieces within the trend, which I really love that. So it's not like so trendy that it's only one style. You can mix, match, and play with this one. The small die of the month is Snail Mail Post Dies. You get this adorable snail who carries a little mail bag, a mailbox, and some foliage, and a little caterpillar too. Adorable. Then there is the large die of the month, which is Lock and Key Mailbox Dies. This is fun too. This could be a really fun one for mini album makers as well, and scrapbookers too. You get this little slit. You want to make it interactive by tucking things in, and because it's a two-piece, then you could have like a back part and then cut it again and then have the detail on top, create some height, so then you would have width to tuck things in here. So it's fun for mini album makers, and I would say scrapbookers too. If you like to make your scrapbook layouts a little interactive, why not have fun? Comes with its own envelope, key. This is really cute too. These are all like decorative bits, and you'll see on my example. Sentiments, letters, hello, and I love the label style, but of course you don't have to use these. You could just stamp a sentiment in here or write something. And then this cute little flower. This little flower surprised me. I used it more than once. I was like, well, isn't this a cute little bud? Really, really fun little delicate bud. As small as it is, crafters, I really like this little bud with the layers. It's like a little tulip. Really, really pretty. First up, this is the Snail Mail Post, the small die of the month. Isn't this adorable? Look at the little snail, and look at those tulips again, and the post box. This is now combining 3 clubs. I have the small die of the month, better press of the month, stencil of the month. Look at the detail on the stencil of the month. That's fun. Here is the snail. That's his little shell. This is the bag that goes on top of it. If you want to turn him, you don't have to do it. If you want to turn him into a postman, he has a little hat and a little bag. He's so cute. So I added them, but you don't have to, because he was really cute without all of that going on. There is a little arm detail, which is right here. At first I saw this, I thought it was the black behind the eyes, but it's not. So I was there trying to fit it in, but then I realized it was the arm. And I think the reason that you don't see a spacing for that arm, because if you put this snail together without the bag, it's adorable. You can just use it as a snail alone. But if you want him holding something, it's there, and it's so cute. And he gets a little envelope to carry. Then there's this bigger envelope and the little mailbox that's open and the little flag. I think this is so cute. You even get grounding element on it. This is 4 1/4 inch for this type of portrait card. And then here is the florals. The florals now, this you could use by itself on something else. You could just do this and do like a Mother's Day card just right here with the flowers, or anything, birthday, any occasion. Really, really fun florals too. At this sizing, actually, if you have the floral bunny basket, the old large die of the month, you see the sizing? If you didn't want to do so many layers with this type of tulip, you could do this one too, which I think has a delicate look with that rain boot. So this is like the Easter set last year. Now the floral bunny basket, which is this pretty basket too, has been retired. There is a past club sale going on right now. This should be on sale, the rain boot bouquet. So this would be pretty with this as well. You could also put this over here, mix, match, and play. Thumbs up. So if you got these on sale, and they've been going on super sale, you can mix it with this club too. I think that would be very pretty. That was a little extra sidebar that I didn't expect. I just thought about it. This is a top folding A2 card. Let's talk about that stencil of the month. So that's Snail Mail Post. And then here is Ear Mail Stencils. Ear Mail Stencils is 5 stencils. 2 of them create this. Now, if you're looking at this and going, Suzanne, why does it look so messy? Because I had to mask it. One of the layers, it has these little snowdrop things. I guess that's for like a winter crafting, if you want to do like a winter card or a birthday card with confetti. So I had to mask it. And that's what you see here, because I am a very messy stenciler. I will come all the way in. You just lay it down like this. So this is clearly the red piece. And then there is the blue piece. And then the other part is fun envelopes. So I think this is a great stencil of the month. You can definitely use it for lots of quick cards too. This did not take long. And then the sentiment comes from this fun one. Postage edge expression press plate and die. There is a fun A2 sizing of a postage edge. There's this fun script detail too that can be used with or without that postage edge. And then sentiments with the coordinating die. thumbs up. Because of the coordinating die, that's why you're seeing both of them here. A note just for you and wishing you a day as sweet as this letter. And then this one says, a friendly reminder that someone is thinking of you. I love all three of these sentiments. So I can use these sentiments without even touching this on many things, but I think that's fun. So I had a little open space up here. I just put that part, and then down here I had open space as well. For the cardstock, I have peridot with some ink blending, beeswax, seaside with some ink blending. Look at seaside with some turquoise ink. Thumbs up for that. What color was this? Do I remember? No, because I didn't write it down. I need to start writing down because I love this combination right here. You can see the seaside pretty much here in the center and then coming on out. So that's the color wheel cardstock. This is poppy. For the flowers, blush and dahlia. Blush has a little bit of ink blending. And then here, this is rainforest. So you see how rainforest has a deeper green than this green? This does have a little bit of ink blending just on the edges, just to not make it look so bright. It takes ink blending and adjusting to those darker colors very easily. Over here, the mailbox, this is coming into both color wheel cardstock and essential cardstock. Here I have portobello, color wheel fog, which is different than the essential fog. Essential fog is a little bit lighter, okay? Anchor and graphite. So anchor is color wheel, graphite is essential cardstock. And then here is some more poppy. And then this is white cardstock. And I came on with some tumbled glass with my large Spellbinders blending brush, which I love to use for a quick sky, just like this, and done. And then there is the edging. To cut this out, the only thing I brought in to cut out this detail, the A2 frame, is from my favorite, Precision Layering A2 sets A and B. So it has two sets, but I'm only using set A. Largest die in set A is your A2, 4 1/4, 5.5 inch, 16 dies in each set. When you go between these two dies, you get very tight layers. And I'm going to be showing it to you in 1 or 2 more cards coming in this video. So right now I only use the largest just to clean up that stencil, get it looking nice and straight, because I started with a piece of paper that big. I was having fun with the dimension and the leaves. This is just a fun card. Look at this little snail. I love this. Up next, crafters, look at this fun example. This is a peachy turquoisey card with the lock and key mailbox die. So this is the mailbox as intended, cut out here. Let me give you a measurement on the mailbox. The mailbox is 4.5 inch tall by 3.5 inch wide. Let me give you a measurement on the snail. Crafters, it's been a long GLP week this week. And thanks again for all the kind comments, but I was just so tired and yeah, just going through the motions of taking Zep-bound Munjaro for the first time. It was just a long week. The snail is 2 1/4 inch wide by 2 inches tall. So super duper cute. Love, 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 love. You could have the snail too right here in front of the mailbox. Why not? So the mailbox is more of an elegant take on the postage. That gives you variety right there between small die and large die. With this one, it layers up very easily. I cut these two together to get that layer. This is in Bellini color wheel cardstock. Up here, you're seeing coral. Down here, you're seeing blush and dahlia, but with ink blending. Oh, this green, I think, is from my stash. And then this colorway is teal topaz with some waterfall, okay? That's the basic colorway. This green is from my stash. Sort of a mint green, but muted, okay? But this comes together very easy. Right up here, that little score line tucks behind this piece right here. And then this is the opening. So this opens, and that also opens when you get to tuck the goodies in there. I did put adhesive all the way around this because I do have this popped up off of this. So it does have some foam in here popping it up. If I had left all of this open, then I could really stick things down in there. That would be fun. Like, let's say a 2x3 photograph or something like that, or a little journal card. That would be fun in something like this as well. I did use the sentiment letters here. This is Sicily color wheel cardstock out here. If you're wondering what this color is against that beautiful chiffon and the coral, they're like a little family of happy peachy colors that are just so fun to play with. This is a flower that I can't get enough of. Look how pretty it is. I think it's adorable. I use a little bit here. I use a little bit there. This little envelope comes from over here. This envelope is that one with the little seal on it. Look at the seal. Isn't that cute too? I had fun just layering up. For this A2 light moss colorway, I'm using the 3D embossing folder of the month. Oh, this is fun. 5.5 inch wide, 8.5 inch tall. You would use the universal plate system for this. It is so fun. Look at all the little scenes on it. So I purposely put it here where I could get that rose right there. I did my scene right here, but you could change it up if you wish. I think this is adorable. Look at the glass with the bow, the strawberry. It's like an all year round winner. You little princess, you could do something right there too. Mushroom. I think this is just great. Really, really nice embossing folder. Postage mosaic. Love, 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 love. That's what I have here. You'll be seeing this from me a few more times because I really love that one. In future cards, you'll be seeing it a lot. The sentiment, have a marvelous time, comes from one of my favorite Better Press sentiment sets. You guys have been seeing this from me so much. It's like, she loves that one. I really do. You press or glimmer, die cut once. Here it is, glimmered on black cardstock with matte silver hot foil roll. Bestie Sentiments press plate and die. This is from the wonderful Beads of Friendship collection. I'll link my video here. I still love that whole collection, and I particularly love this sentiment set. It has, you know, best friend sentiments in there, but it has also this. I thought have a marvelous time with the letters is a fun one. It's like a hint of send me a postcard while you're traveling. I think that's cute. Look at the little key. Isn't that fun? And then the little lock. I think this is adorable. So crafters, look at the variety just here on these two cards. When I show you all 7 cards, lots of variety. Nothing looks alike. Everything looks completely different, all standing on its own. So this kit club is comprehensive in the theme, but the looks is a wide range of looks, which I like too. Up next, crafters, Better Press of the month. And are you seeing those flowers again? Told you I really love these little flowers. They're really, really pretty. This is the Postage Edge Expression press plate and die. So you get this outer piece, that postage edge, which I didn't use. This is actually a nested die set. Here is the script detail. This is pressed out on porcelain cotton card with Thunder, the gray Better Press ink. I did also bring on the Tim Holtz, his gray ink, and the name is escaping me right now. It's not Lost Shadow. It's the one that's one shade darker. I'll put the name here on the screen. I did come in and ink the edges. That's why it looks like this. I was thinking this script looks like an older script, so I was giving it like a vintage look. I decided to go with gray because this is gray, and this is Distress ink, not Distress Oxide, okay, on the edges. And then I use the sentiment, a friendly reminder that someone is thinking of you. The colors here. This is Windy Color Wheel cardstock. Blush. Tutu is in here as well. Tutu is there. And I did stagger a shadow of Tutu here because this is also pressed out. Porcelain cotton card with Thunder Better Press ink on top of porcelain cotton card with Thunder Better Press ink. So I just cut a second layer of this outline in that Tutu, that darker pink color, and just did a little stagger so you can see the sentiment that is not blending directly into this. This is a quick card and a very flat card to send to someone. Now for the fun, I also brought in 2 other clubs with this. Large die of the month, the flower. Look at it here, just nice and delicate, and that is Rainforest cardstock. And then this envelope, that comes from the small die of the month. So I like this square one here and put the little heart, which is right there. Fun. So that's the Better Press of the month, Postage Edge Expression. Because this whole collection is all about snail mail, postage, and all of that, I decided to come in with the nested postage labels and tag dies. I have talked about this one a lot. I love it. Largest die in here is an A2. How many cards have I shown you guys with this? Maybe about 15 of them. This is now card 16. This is how much I love it. It also has these inner matting layers too with the stitch detail. So this piece is cutting the porcelain cotton card out here. That's Windy cardstock. And then I just use my trimmer to cut the A2 card base to fit right here. This is a great one. It does have a little tag and a stamp too. So this could have actually come over here. I probably should have done that. This stamp detail, that would have been fun too. Darn, missed opportunity. Where would I have put it here? Because I like this delicate colorway. I think it's fun. Okay, crafters, here's a really fun one, which actually surprised me. This is the clear stamp and die of the month. I love this detail, the way it turned out. I did some heat embossing, and when I did the whole thing, I was like, wow, this is really pretty. So I'll definitely tell you what I used here. The clear stamp and die is Send and Seal Stamp and Die. With the clear stamp of the month, you have two options: clear stamp only or stamp and die. For a few dollars more, you can get the coordinating die. As you can see, it does cut out sentiments and some of the detail. The detail would be in here with some of these envelopes and the paper airplane and all of that. The sentiments are really fun too. Snail mail hugs coming your way, sending cheer wrapped in paper and ink, open for a happy surprise. Lots of fun sentiments. Coordinating die. Anytime I subscribed in the past, I always got the stamp and die because it was just a better deal, and I love having the coordinating die. In particular with this one, that's fun to cut out these little bits if you want to have those little bits instead of this whole big panel. Does measure 4 inches tall by 2 3/4 of an inch high. So what I did was take a sheet of navy blue cardstock and some clear fine detail embossing ink and stamped it out on navy cardstock. This navy cardstock is from my stash, and I stamped and then sprinkled on. This is the beauty right here. It's not a bright gold, it's liquid platinum. This navy and that liquid platinum, fun. And then I stamped another one right here and did the same thing with the embossing powder and dusted everything off, and surprise, nothing mixed up and looked crazy. I was very happy with how this turned out. After I had this pretty panel, what am I gonna do? I decided to come on with the wax seal of the month. Very pretty wax seal, look at that, isn't that fun? This is called Petal Postage. So super pretty. For this stamp, I'm using about 5 beads, and you'll still get the little overflow, but the whole thing will fit. Isn't that gorgeous? This is with that antique gold wax bead. So pretty. And then here I did one of my favorites. This is a die that has a very low price point. Even if it's not on sale, it's still a low price point. Seal twine. Love seal twine. If you love your wax seal, and this is a whole postage collection, seal twine is your best friend for this one too. Love, love, love. You just cut this twice, and here I am using treasured cardstock in glitter metallic. So there are 3 styles of treasured cardstock: rose gold, gold, and silver. 15 sheets, 5 styles, 3 sheets each. I'm using the glitter metallic right here. And look how it's wrapping around this cardstock, because this wraps underneath, and then you can tape or glue this down. Nothing is cracking out here. So even with specialty cardstock, I use this die. I've been having great luck with it. I have had no cracking with it. If you have had any cracking, let me know, because I'm using all different kinds of things. Foil wrapping around, no cracking. Love, love, love seal twine. It's a little magical die. Low price point too. For the background here, I'm using a little bit of treasured cardstock in gold. Look how pretty that is. For the card here, these are the 2 layers I was talking about before with precision layering, sets A and B. When you go between these two, largest die and largest die, out here in this gold color, I have the A2. Coming on in with the navy blue panel is set B's largest die. So that's how you go between the two, and it's a 1/8 of an inch sizing, which is really 1/16 on each side. You could make the spacing bigger or smaller if you wish. I like it like this. For this card, I wanted to enjoy all of what I stamped out. For the sentiment, because this card has an elegant look, I had to come into one of my oldies, but definitely favorites. She's like my favorite Better Press sentiment set, although there's some new ones now that are just like, oh, I'm coming up right behind this one. This is You Are Everything sentiments, which I love to call I Am Everything. I already bought a second set of this. This goes on sale from time to time, so if you have Better Press or you are new to Better Press, this is a winner. Put it in your wish list. Love. Lots of fun sentiments here. It's all year round though. It's not like holiday. You get happy birthday. So this is a birthday card. And here's a second sentiment. This card is full of birthday wishes. There's thanks, with sympathy, happy anniversary, congrats to you. You press or glimmer this big panel and then die cut it once. And here it is on alabaster cardstock with copper hot foil roll. This is Glimmer now, so I didn't press it. So it's a lot of gold, rose gold look with that platinum. So this is from Ranger. I will put a link for this. Crafters, everything I'm talking about, I'll detail and link below so you can find it easily. This is a fun one. Really pretty color, right? On this A2 card. Love, 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 love. At this juncture, crafters, are you seeing that I have 4 cards with 4 completely different looks, right? This is a fun kit club, and you can explore here. You can make a bunch of cards here and have fun. You can make a bunch of cards here. Definitely with the clear stamp, even elevating it up with that embossing is fabulous. All right, next card, let's go into stitching. The stitch die of the month. Oh, this is fun. Look at this note sheet. You can choose to stitch or not, but you will see these little holes, and it's a drop-in. So if you don't use the drop-in, you would still have this edge up here and just white cardstock. This is a good sizing too as an A2 for your scrapbooking. Pull out a tag or have a photograph here. That would be fun too. This is great for all your teacher cards. To add this stitching detail, so easy. I just stitch straight across and then one long line of red here. This is just some DMC floss. Because this is white cardstock and it was so white, I came in with what I've been having lots of fun with lately. This is new from Yasatomo with Spellbinders. This is called the watercolor mixing set. There are 3 colors in these little pots, which have a relatively low price point. So if you didn't buy the larger Yasatomo, this is a different colorway. These are a little bit brighter, and there is black. So if you have the original 3 big pots of Yasatomo, like I bought all 3 of those pots, it's a different colorway than this. But if you just want to have a little bit of splatter with some metallics and fun, this is a good set because it has a low price point. The pots are a little bit smaller, but this will still last you a long time. Pearl gold, pearl silver, and indigo. Notice I'm keeping the little box. I like it in the little box. The colors in the Yasatomo pots are pale gold, pale silver, and rose gold or pale rose gold. Here I'm using the indigo. It comes out pretty well, pretty dark. I didn't have to fix it with acrylic paint. I had that happen to me the other day when I was using some black watercolor. It didn't come out right. This comes out right. See how nice and dark it is? Even on the DMC, because I splattered it, it even colored that as well. I thought that was funny. I was like, oh. So this is a fun little set. Because of the low price point, I think that's a fun one to have. And the gold is super pretty. Super, super pretty. And you'll be seeing the silver in a second. I brought on some flowers. I wanted to do sunflowers. I was thinking of a teacher card when I was making this one. I did 2 of this wonderful set right here. Sunflower Serenade dies. Gives you a nice large flower. There's the center for it. And then the greens. This is just so easy and quick to make these flowers. This is a combination of saffron cardstock, beeswax cardstock, coming on with a little bit of mustard seed here in the center. And then for the leaves, I'm coming in with fern. And then for the sentiments, I'm coming into the clear stamp and die of the month. I stamped out, this card traveled all this way to say, open for a happy surprise. So I was thinking when it says open for a happy surprise, like a gift card is on the inside, that type of thing. So fun. So here it is actually 2 clubs then. Clear stamp and stitch die of the month. Again, looking completely different than all the other cards I showed you, right? This club has variety. Up next, crafters, this is the Glimmer of the month. Scattered letters, hot foil plate. And then I put and stencil bonus because if I pull this out in the future, I will only think about the front and I won't flip to the back. In the back, that's a 4 count stencil, which is the caboodle bonus. So this is not available for sale. If you subscribe to all these clubs, then you would get this wonderful 4 count stencil that layers up to color in all of this when you glimmer. Here I use cobalt hot foil roll, which is the blue hot foil roll, and came on with some turquoisey purple ink and a little bit of teal in there too, and some blue. Just having fun with the colorway. It was easy to stencil. You can color it in with your color pencils or alcohol markers. That'll be fun. And you see the splatter? That's the pearl silver here. Fun. See how it's like a bright silver? Really, really pretty. I just wanted a little bit of splatter just for a little variety on this card. After I glimmered this and stenciled on, I also brought in some other clubs to help finish the card. I brought in the clear stamp and die For the sentiment, wishing you a day as sweet as this letter. I also brought in the small die of the month. I like all these letters that are in here are different sizes. I thought about this one, but then I decided to go with this one because this one matches what's here. You see it? I didn't go with this one, too big and it's rounded. But have fun with it. If you decide to get any of these clubs, you can definitely mix, match, and play. This little fun bird right here. This is called the Love Note Bird Dies. Crafters, over the holidays when Spellbinders had their huge steals and deals, this was a crazy steal. Look how fabulous it is with this collection. If you have it, bring this one out. This is from the Out and About collection. I'll link my Out and About video here so you can see all the different offerings in that large collection. It was a great collection. The bird measures 2.5 inch tall by about 2. You notice the bird is carrying the little post bag? That's from in here. I just layered up the bird and then put the bag in such a way that it fits so the bird is carrying the mail with all these letters. You get it? So this works for the snail and that love note bird. Put this one in your wish list if you think it's cute. So super sweet, low price point. I did use the branch here. The cardstock you're seeing here is saffron color wheel cardstock. The purple is lavender, cosmic sky, and this is teal topaz. I did do a little bit of ink blending on the bird just to darken it up because the lavender did match my ink, which was surprising. It was actually perfect. They were not pulled out at the same time. I did all of this first. Then I found the bird. And then this was matching that perfectly. It was so funny. And I am using Altenew Fresh Dye ink here for all of that ink blending with the turquoisey purpley colors. Down here, this is fern with a little bit of ink blending. For the flowers, I'm coming into this newer fun little set. This is the Scallop Journal Card Dies. That little flower, I could have also done this branch too with the bird. That would have been fun. Why didn't I do that? This is from the Vintage Flower Shop collection. I'll link my video here. I do have a video coming that's going to be a scrapbooking video with different scrapbook layouts and the newer scrapbooking products. This is one of them because I do have another layout with that flower shop. So fun. So those are the little flowers and then I put some pearls. So here's another different card. And lastly, crafters, I use Precision Layering A2 Set A, black cardstock, and Set B, the largest die, which is 1/8 of an inch shorter for the treated panel, okay? Alrighty. And lastly, the biggest card. Finally, a 5x7. For those of you that love 5x7, and it only features one thing from this club, but everything else is a floral fantasy. This is a 2D embossing folder of the month, perforated stamp edges. That's what you see back here in alabaster cardstock. So super pretty. I love this little detail, and you could turn it either this way, like how it's facing down. I decided to keep it facing up with the postage edge. This card features vivid blooms. You guys know I love vivid blooms. This is from the Vivid Expressions collection. I'll link my video here. Fantastic, beautiful collection when you want to dial up the elegance on your cards. So this is Vivid Blooms, the floral die set. I use pretty much everything here. So it comes with these sets of foliage. Here is a foliage base that you can build these little flowers on. I use this flower. The only thing I didn't use was probably this one. I did this little bit up here. Layering 2 of them makes it fun too, of this little cone. And then here on the sides and this in the middle. The combination you're seeing here is poppy, beeswax, raven, fern cardstock. That's the colors that you're seeing with this. And then for the sentiment I came into, you are everything sentiments. You are everything wonderful. Glimmered, black cardstock, matte silver. I put other colors here, but this one stood out to me. And because of the black, I brought in graphic gems to finish it off. Crafters, I love this card. This could also be substituted. If you don't have vivid blooms, you could also substitute club blooms and do something like this. Or Be Bold blooms. That would be another nice substitute. This is a fun die set because of all the different foliage that works with it. So I just made this whole floral cluster. I started off with these two, and then it was a lot of tucking after that. Okay, crafters, so in summary, I have 7 cards and they all look completely different. This one is just using the texture in the back. The rest of them have more of a postage feel, but this is a really fun, unique kit club. If you love to send notes, special notes, your cards, because it's traveling a long distance, you want to give that look of postage in it. This is a fun kit club for that as well. I love this one for your teachers, Even at work, if you want to make it like a note thing, I think this is a great sizing. Scrapbooking too. I see a few things here that can work on scrapbooking. Why not? Just have fun with it. Even the bird here, bring it over to your scrapbook layouts. Look how nice and big that is. And your snail. This is just a cute little guy too. If my kids were younger, I could see that I would use a snail on a little card for them and put like A+. I would think this is so adorable. I would take off the little hat, but I would still keep the little bag because it's like a backpack. I think this is just a fun kit club. And the wax seal, that's standing on its own too. This is a great one. Alrighty, crafters, everything will be detailed and linked below. Thanks so much for watching. And Josie, I know you designed this whole kit club. Again, this is a fun postage kit club, very comprehensive, and look at the variety. Just lots and lots of fun to mix, match, play, create, change colorways, and you still have something fresh and new. Every card was something fresh and new. Love it. Alrighty, crafters, until the next video, stay crafty, my friends. Bye.